How much of a revolution is going on in payments?
There's a real revolution going on at the moment. There's a massive convergence of two significant sectors, financial services and digital business, for example, in the area of mobile payments. The other area where there's real convergence is for us as consumers, with the change in the way in which we can make payments, not just card transactions, but bank transfers that we can make at point of sale.
What's the most important thing happening this year?
The regulation from Europe has really aimed at three things: facilitating the digital economy, enhancing competition and improving consumer protection. And certainly a number of those are really driving and enabling this new and this revolution in payments. There's two elements to this. Firstly, there's an encouragement to non-financial institutions to get into payments by becoming regulated. But the other part, and perhaps the more important part, is setting aside financial institutions, setting aside the consumers, is all those corporates and particularly digital businesses that receive payments, for whom there's an incredible amount of change coming through, both in terms of the types of payments they can receive and the costs of receiving those payments and the manner in which they can receive them.
So what should your clients in this sphere be doing?
Well, a number of them have been looking at their strategic approach to payments. In particular, sort of how should they cover payments, who should provide that service to them, and what they can do with a payment. Very much nowadays, payment isn't the sole purpose of looking at a transaction. It's actually all the data around it, and the data leads them on to understanding their customers' habits, and from that they can work out trends and then direct marketing to them specifically.
What's going to be the fallout for new entrants and new business models?
There's been a lot of new market entrants, a few aimed at being disruptive, a few from the US that are now looking at Europe as a harmonized field. But most importantly, it sort of opens market opportunity. There is, I won't call it turmoil, but there's significant change happening in the market space. And people with a good strategy and a good plan to execution will succeed.
Does this mean that mobile payments will be taking over from card payments, and if so, when?
It's a very good question. We've been talking about mobile payments for a number of years. Many think that we're at the tipping point now where all of the infrastructure is now in place to actually enable mobile payments to come through. That's the infrastructure in the sense of having it on the handset, at point of sale for accepting payments in that way, and consumer behaviour. And for all of those sort of point to mobile payments really taking off. And that's for a number of really good reasons. It's convenient, it's easy, and a number of the propositions are really aimed at the consumer.
So to sum up, what's your big message to clients?
The payments world is changing. You can use it to your advantage as an opportunity. You need to look at it strategically and assess what you want for your particular business.
Paul Lanning, thank you very much indeed.